Wasn't that beautiful? We had two beautiful games today, man. First game between Brazil and Japan. Yeah, Brazil, they barely came through that game. And Japan, tough luck for them, man. That was a bitter pill to swallow. The dagger at the last minute of the game from Martinelli. But I really love Japan. I really wanted them to go deep in this tournament. I really wanted them to play well and get far in this tournament. But they had to face Brazil. And, nothing beats the love for the color of yellow color jersey. Nothing beats the love for that jersey. So yeah, hard luck to them. Nothing beats the love for Seleção. So even though I wanted Japan to do well, yeah, there's no way I wanted them to go over Brazil. So yeah, I'm really happy that Brazil were able to get through this tough game. That first half was really bad. I feel like, yeah, we barely had any chances. We barely played well in that first half, especially that midfield. If you look at the lineups, that midfield of Casemiro, Guimaraes, and Paqueta, man, I don't trust that midfield at all against any big teams. Casemiro, man, Uncle Time, he's too slow in that midfield. Even today for that first goal, that pass by Danilo, man, you never make a crossfield pass. That's a basic one-on-one football rule, man. And I don't know how Brazil doesn't have any great right backs. Danilo in this year 2026 at right back, man, we need to do better than that, man. You can't be having Danilo at 2026 as a right back option for Brazil, man. That's a rubbish option over there. We need to get rid of Danilo and we need to bring some young legs over there, man. I think we have someone better even in Brazil league, man. There should be someone at the Brazil league. So I don't know how we don't have any right backs until now. Especially in that midfield, I don't trust Casemiro and Paqueta on the big games against big teams, man. Against if we go through on the brackets, I think we'll be facing England sometimes in the tournament, and I don't trust this midfield to do well against them because the lack of physicality and pace in that midfield, it's glaring, man. It's glaringly obvious, and I don't think we'll be doing well against some of the big teams, especially against England, France. Yeah, I don't trust this midfield at all. That first half, it was really poor from Brazil, man. None of the players stepped up. So Vinicius, I think in that first half, he barely touched the ball. I think he had like 20-25 touches on the first half. So yeah, he was really not involved in the game in that first half. In the second half, he came through. He was clutch, but in that first half, yeah, Vini was poor in that first half, man. Even second half, he did some great things. That goal, if he was able to score that goal, man, that would have been one of the goal of the World Cup ever. I think that was a brilliant run. First the make and then that, chop on the defender and to finish with outside of his foot. That would have been a superb goal, man. But yeah, that was a brilliant save from Suzuki, though. Ryan, who has come as a substitute for Rafinha, I think he has been fairly solid, I would say. Not that excellent, but solid on the right-hand side. Even today for the last goal, he made a brilliant recovery on the defender and, he made a crucial interception that led to the goals at the dying minutes for Martinelli, who later came on as a substitute. So, yeah, really good for him. Gabriel, on that first goal, man, I don't know why you were running back. Just engage in the tackle and make up play over there, man. I don't know, I hate when defender, they run back to the post instead of engaging with the attacker, leaving all those space to shoot, man. That was a rubbish play there from Gabriel for that goal. The main, culprits on that goal were Danilo and Casemiro, but even Gabriel, he had to do better on that one, man. He had to do better. The player that has surprised me the most in this Brazil team, I'll say will be Douglas Santos, man. Kudos to him. He has been one of the solid players. I'd like to see how he fares against some of the tricky wingers, but so far in this tournament, he hasn't put a foot wrong. He has been one of my players for this Brazil team. Yeah, and the another player I'd say, Bruno Guimaraes, he has finally decided to show up for Brazil in the tournament, man. Far too long they have been playing really passive, man. Some of the players, they hadn't showed up. So Vini and Guimaraes, this World Cup, they have at least showed up. So kudos to them. Cunha was really poor today. That's why Ancelotti made the changes in that second half. But yeah, he was really poor today. Japan, they were really solid, man. That first goal, that was a brilliant strike from Sano. But the second half, I think they sat back too much. They defended too much. And, the talent that Brazil had on that front line, it was just going to be about time when Brazil were going to get that goal. They were whipping that ball in from the wingers and trying the headers and the second ball. So it was only about time when Brazil were going to score. So yeah, I think they sat back too much in that second half. They had a great team. I would have wanted them to go far in this tournament. Had it not been against Brazil, I would have rooted for them. But yeah, Suzuki, he kept Japan in that game. He kept Japan in that game. So kudos to him. He's a really great goalkeeper, man. I hope some big clubs will come for him later in the future because he was really solid. He has been really solid in this tournament for Japan. So yeah, it was a great game. Brazil, they're through to round of 16. I think we'll be playing one of the I have to see what the bracket looks like, but yeah, it's gonna be tough. I think Norway or Ivory Coast, one of those, I think will be playing. Whoever the winner of that game is, will be playing them. So it's gonna be a tough game, especially against Ivory Coast. Yeah, they have a great attack line, so we have to do better, especially in that midfield. Yeah, we have to do a lot better. But Ancelotti, fair play to him. I would have taken off Casemiro at halftime, man. The way he was playing in that first half, I would have hooked him off in that first half. But what do I know? So Ancelotti kept him on, and that was a brilliant goal from Casemiro, and that was a brilliant pass from Gabriel as well. So they redeemed themselves in that second half. So fair play to them. But yeah, I would have made the substitution right at the halftime, man. I would have taken Casemiro off, not even joking around. And I would have never brought Martinelli, especially as a midfielder in that second half. So fair play to him. Now that leaves me to think about Neymar. I don't know what Neymar is gonna do in this tournament if we are not gonna bring him when we're chasing the goal. I hope he's not just gonna be the cheerleader and he has his fair share and say in this tournament. Otherwise, it will be really disappointing, man. I want to see Neymar have his flowers in this tournament, at least on his final dance. I want him to have his flowers, man. So yeah, that was a great game, man. That first game, it was really superb. But the game of the day, guys, the game of the day today was Germany versus Paraguay, man. I really wanted Germany to get knocked out. Since that 7-1 thrashing that they had given Brazil in the 2014 World Cup, I'm never going to forgive them for that. So I've always hated Germany since that game. I never want them to do well in this tournament. And I'm really happy since that World Cup. They are having horrible World Cups every year. 2018, they got knocked out in the group stages. 2022, they were knocked out in the first knockout round. Even today, they got knocked out by Paraguay. What a superb game of football that was from Paraguay, man. Fair play to them. They had one chances. I think if you look at the stats, one shot on goal in that first half. That was a brilliant. They barely created any chances, but the chances that they created, they took it really well. So fair play to Paraguay, man. Fair to play to Paraguay. People bullshit on South American teams, so I really want some European teams to be humble in this tournament. And so far, the African teams and the South American teams, they are doing really well, man. So kudos to Paraguay. It's always good to see Germany being humble, man. Nothing beats that feeling. Germany, if you look at that lineup, man, that attack, that stinks, man. Reese, I don't know how he got 8.4. He was horrible today, I feel like. Yeah, he got the assist for that first goal for Kai Havertz, but man, no. That Reese and Musiala, who comes on later in the half, man, these two guys have been poor. I can at least forgive Musiala because he's coming back from a horrific injury, but Riz, Florian Wirtz, man, since that it's a Wirtz, I usually say Riz, so sorry about that, but it's a Wirtz how he pronounces his name. Florian Wirtz, man, yeah, he has been poor last season for Liverpool as well as for Germany. He is usually money for Germany, but this tournament, yeah, he has been proper poor, man, proper rubbish. So I'm happy that Germany got packed, man. It's always good to see Germany getting packed. This early in this tournament, nothing beats that feeling, man. There's nothing that beats this feeling of seeing Germany get humbled real quick in this World Cup, man. They deserve this. This team, man, this team is nothing special, man. Look at the backline of Rudiger and Tah. Yeah, there's no way they were doing well in this tournament. The surprise so far had been Nathaniel Brown. He did really well. Enciso, who is one of the brightest spark for Paraguay, he did really well for that first goal. He was he had a huge space in that box in that first goal. Paraguay, they were really solid, man. They defended really well, and I think that second half, I think the first half of the extra time where they ruled out the goal for Germany with a fall on goalkeeper, I think that was really soft for me, to be honest. I don't think I would have changed the decision to rob that goal off of Germany, but yeah, whatever takes Germany out of this tournament, man, I'm okay with it. So screw them. I don't worry about that. So fair play to Paraguay, man. That's the story of the tournament. One of the story of the tournament. If they can do something against France, oh boy, this World Cup would peak right there. But yeah, France, they got far too attacking talent than Germany, man. Germany attack stinks, man. This attack and scaring anyone. Sane in week 2026, yeah, fries in the bag, man. Put him in the bag and stuff him. That ain't doing nothing. Nobody's scaring that. That attacking front line isn't scaring no one, man. So yeah, this World Cup is just getting started, man. It's just getting started. I'm really excited. I hope you guys like this video. There are one more games to come. Today we have like a brilliant game at 8 for Netherlands versus Morocco. This is US time, so I'm really excited for that game. I'm rooting for Morocco. Any of the team, I think both the teams are pretty good, but let's see how Morocco fares against Netherlands today. I think both can hurt each other. And may the best team win, man. May the best team win. The World Cup is just, peaking. It's peaking at the right time. We hope to see a lot more, underdogs get their victories. That would really put this World Cup into, that really, bring this World Cup into life, man. Really want that. So I hope you guys like this video. If you guys don't like this video, blame the refs, man. There are always people to blame. And in football, who else to blame than referee, isn't it? So I hope you guys subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about the tournament so far in the comments and about the games today as well. Football, it never stops, and neither do we. So we got a lot more content coming up in this World Cup for you guys. I hope you guys like and subscribe, share, comment, and involve your friends. Hope you guys have a nice day. Peace out.